Hi friends, Darth Memo here to discuss Star Wars Rebels Season 3, Episode 15, Trials of the Darksaber. I will say that this was a better episode, better than the past one. I enjoyed this episode, gave us some much needed character development. But before we develop this review, let's have the intro. Thanks for watching, this is Darth Memo's YouTube channel. So the episode starts out with Fen Rao meeting with Kanan, and they discussed the Darksaber. It was very interesting, that little flashback they did. Nice animation and really some cool insight into the creation of the Darksaber. But of course, as Fen Rao said, legend has it. So I'm assuming the Rebels Recon will tell a little bit of whether that's true or not and how much of it, but I'm curious to find out how much of that story is true, if there really was a Mandalorian Jedi, and if that's what happened. We do know for sure that the ancestors of Pre-Vizsla stole the weapon from the temple. That much has been confirmed. What's the situation, Captain? I'm sorry, this isn't Revenge of the Sith. Anyway, they meet. The whole crew meets with Sabine. Again, Zeb just kind of stands there, and they convince her to learn and take on the task of dealing with the Darksaber. So she does, and they head out to a distant spot on Adelon and start training with sticks. I will admit, I kind of laughed at the part where Hera is like, the sticks, you mean the ones you and Zeb made? Gotta give Zeb purpose somehow, right? They need to do some restoration to his character. It's just really, it's unfortunate. Zeb was a cool character, and he's just kind of become pointless now. It's my smoker's cough. And then Sabine gets kind of pissed and walks off, and then Ezra follows her, and she's like, my family thinks I betrayed them, and she's like, they all are bad and all that, and Ezra's kind of like, at least you have parents to go back to, and walks off, and that was like, oh, I don't know, it's kind of like I'll get to it in a moment, but then as Sabine starts to walk off, I knew it. The Bendu appeared. Whether he spoke to her or not, and that's why she came back later, I don't know. I was really hoping, throughout that entire scene, that the Bendu would appear, and then he did, and he just kind of looks on. I was like, yes! Yes! And then Sabine comes back and starts training with Kanan. She begins to hone her new devices that Fen Rao gave her, Mandalorian little arm braces with the energy grappling hook. What else was it? Oh, the repulsor lift and little darts, kind of like what Boba Fett has, Jango Fett. Anyway, and then Sabine, she's kind of getting aggressive with it. Hera convinces Kanan to let her use the Darksaber, but because he's kind of closed with, but he's got a point, she's closed in, she's expressive, but yet introverted, and he tries to work on it. He pushes her, and she breaks. She explains everything. She said she spoke out and left because she tried to save Mandalore, her father, her mother, her brother, which I do expect will get some sort of clue on who these people are. The brother, probably not significant, but the father, I'm curious to see who he is. I believe that the mother is probably Rook Cast. That'd be kind of interesting because she sided with Mandalore, as Gar Saxon stated, and Gar Saxon and Rook Cast were the two Mandalorians who broke out Darth Maul from the Stygian Prime prison during the Clone War. But and then she says that the Empire, they enslaved the Mandalorians through fear, through a prison that they all kind of helped build. The super weapons, which Dave Filoni said we'll be learning about, which I expect we'll kind of learn more about next episode, which is almost Trials of the Darksaber Part 2, but it's called Legacy of Mandalore. But I have to admit, I didn't really get as emotionally attached to Sabine and feel bad for her character as I didn't really empathize with Sabine's character. And I don't know if that's just because it took them 3 seasons to kind of give Sabine's backstory, but and make it empathize worthy. I don't know if that's a word or not, but you know, Ezra and Kanan, their characters I really do empathize with. Zeb, I kind of empathize with him. Not as much as the others, but like when Ezra said just his little line of, at least you have parents to go back to, you empathize with him. And Sabine's whole, you know, finally letting go, I didn't really care much, to be honest. Hopefully that's something the future episodes can work out. But at the end of the episode, they commit to following Sabine, reassuring her that whatever her real family says, that their family will always stay by Sabine. And then I guess that's where it leads into the next episode, where Kanan, Ezra, and Sabine head to Mandalore, and Chopper, because, you know, he's in every episode, and whenever they use the Phantom, they always gotta have Chopper. I'm curious if Fenrir will attend them or not, because their clans were enemies, so I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Until then, we got a week till this episode, but I'll be back on time with the review. So, thank you for joining in. Darth Momo, out, and have a nice day.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. Oh, and check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them delight.